Hey, what's up guys? I'm Mr. Chris with infotainment.com. Today I'm in a 2021 Chevy Suburban. This customer brought us this vehicle because they wanted to eliminate the auto stop start feature on their vehicle or just have power to control it. So we're gonna get that installed today. If you're interested in seeing how that's done, stick around. All right, so as you'll notice, the auto stop start button is on the left-hand side of your steering wheel. This is basically what we need to get access to, is the back side of this button here, to disconnect that plug and plug in our pass-through harness. That's gonna give you control over this button. The easiest way to do that is right down below all of these buttons. You have a panel that pops out, just got some retaining clips that holds that on. And then the side panel is able to be popped out as well. And that's basically all you have to remove. The plug can be accessed through going through the side here. Now it is a little tricky, so I'm going to show you here on our connector. So basically the connector that's going into that switch on the back side looks kind of like this. This one's a little bit more generic looking, but if you have this lever in the upwards position, that's how it's setting in your switch back there. So you can see there's a lock there, or a clip right there that it locks into place. It's not only this little button that you have to depress on your factory piece. There's also a red lock that you have to slide away from the connector in order to depress that button in the middle so you can slide this little lever over. So I'm gonna use a pick tool back there. I'm gonna get this pick tool to press down that center as I slide this lever over with my fingers. And once I get that connector out, I'll pull that out of the dash just so you can see what I'm talking about. Just keep in mind, you're gonna have to probably play around with this thing behind your dash for a little bit before you get it to release. Once you get that down, you slide it all the way over. This lever will actually push itself out of that connector. So yeah, let's get to that. All right, so I got my hand pretty much into the side of the dash here. From underneath, through that other opening we just opened up, I'm gonna stick the pick tool in there. Depress that little button. I already pulled the little red tab over. There we go. And slide that to the side. Here we go. All right, so basically this connector is plugged into the back of this switch in this orientation. And this red locking tab is the one I was mentioning earlier. You have to pull this tab towards the center of the vehicle, so pushing that inwards. And then from underneath, I came with my pick tool, pressed that lock down in the middle, and then slid the lever over. And once you get this lever slid all the way over, it'll push itself out of its connector. And once you have that free, you can grab your auto stop start eliminator. You plug it in, it'll only go in one way. With that lever all the way in the open position, you're gonna slide it in, and as you can see, the further you push it, it actually sucks that lever down as well. And once you get it locked into place, you can push that little locking tab back in, just like that. And now this thing is not going anywhere, super secure. Now we can basically plug this in the reverse order that we pulled the factory one out. So we'll go ahead and stick this in there. This lever will start to move. And once it's all the way in, that top lever will click down into place. All right, before I go ahead and stick this behind our dash here and get it plugged in, the little module that's on this harness, I'm gonna actually zip tie it to itself. So I'm gonna zip tie this, which it comes with a couple of zip ties for you, right to its own harness, or the factory harness rather. And that way when I plug it in there, this is not like dangling in your dash. Then I'll reach back here. All right, I got a click. It means that thing is locked into place. And with the harness, you can see if you zip tie it up to itself, it'll kind of just stay in there. It won't bounce around or anything. All right, we can go ahead and put our side panels back on, and I'll show you how it works. All right, so here's our auto stop start. I'm gonna go ahead and start the vehicle. As you can see, the auto stop start is on right now. If I turn that off and shut the vehicle off, it'll now remember my last position. So it'll remember that I turned it off. So when I start the car back up, As you can see, it remembered and it turned it off for me. So if I do want the auto stop start feature on, I could have had it on, and same thing, it would remember it on, even though that's the default setting, but we're gonna keep that off just because we don't want our vehicle shutting off at the traffic lights. All right, and just like that, we eliminated the auto stop start feature at our choosing. So now we have full control over that button. If we want it on, it's gonna stay on. If we want it off, it's gonna stay off. Took us less than 5 minutes, and that'll clear up this customer's headache. So if you like this video and you wanna see more, be sure to head back to infotainment.com. Thanks for watching.